brain.
20 minutes in, cruising up the highway. We're going to be on the freeway soon. In fact, I don't know why it's taking us so long to get to the freeway. I might have gone the wrong way.
No. Are you giving me negative feedback again?
Yes. I'd like you to increase your performance.
Well, it might help if I get
Let's go.
direct instructions.
Direct instructions, yes. Over there, push the button. And I think when you are towing these vans, it takes some time, like to work out, you know, what if I've got the front tank full or the back tank full? What if all the tanks are half full? Really no. So I don't know how you're going to go in and buy a van with you. You don't even know how they tow. Yeah, so if you've got a van, you know all about jockey wheels and how great they are not. Look, it's not that they're all terrible. It's just that when you start to use them, they fail pretty quickly.
Here we go. Attempt number 3. Need to level the van a little bit. Stop. Stop.
Try before you buy. Talking about doing that. This van today, we've hired some vans previously from On Point Caravan Hire. And there's many of you out there that have gone and rented a van from On Point Caravan Hire, I think. If you're in Sydney or you're wanting to hire a van, I think On Point Caravan Hire, they're just nice people. They always make sure you got all the right gear. Okay, righto. Craig and Tracy here from Caravans by the Campfire.
Yep.
We've got a very big van today, haven't we?
Yes, gone back to the big vans.
Big vans, big room, big energy, big everything, I think.
Big space. Space is the quintessential #1 thing.
Yes, very big behind the car. I think, look, 22, 23 feet.
22'6".
Yep, semi-off-road this van is. It's our second JB van. What actually is it?
Dirt Road Extreme. There we go. I've only had it for 20 minutes. I haven't locked it in my brain yet.
20 minutes.
Yeah, I like this van.
Yeah, what's so special about this van?
Oh, it goes back to the layout that I didn't think I liked, but I do like.
Yes, always the way. We're looking at these vans and you think you don't like something and next thing you do.
And it's a bit dark and moody, this van. I quite like it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be right up your alley. Dark and moody. Yeah, it's perfect for you, darling.
You're sleeping in the swag. Goodbye.
Perfect for you. Dark and moody. Ooh, terrific. We're up here. It's pouring rain. Greenmans Caravan Park on the Hawkesbury River.
Beautiful days, and we decided to film on the wet,
2 of the
rainy
best days ever. Beautiful sun, beautiful tan. Today,
fishing.
got my warm jacket on.
We're freezing.
We like the JB vans. We've done a review before on the JB Gator.
Yep.
That was the single axle. Just check out our channel if you want to watch that one.
Video.
But this one here is
the Dirt Road Extreme.
Dirt Road Extreme. So
Club Lounge, 22'6" van.
Fundamentally, the layout inside is just extended to allow a club lounge. Yep. And the positioning of the shower and the toilet area and just the space that provides. Storage in this van is through the roof, isn't it?
It's so much storage, so much.
We can't even fill it up. I don't even know how to fill it up.
And you probably don't want to fill it up because weight-wise,
maybe be overloaded.
Yeah, that'd be right. That'd be us.
Yeah, spectacular van. So we're going to take you inside to have a look now. Look at this stair here. It's got the blue lights and it's got a white light underneath it. How magnificent is that?
Recessed lighting, it's great.
Recessed lighting. Good grab handles on the way in. Now, check this out. What's this? The club lounge section?
Yep.
Is it?
Yes, this is.
I didn't like the club lounge. Oh, no, that's wrong. I loved it, and then I didn't like it. But now this one here is just magnificent, isn't it?
It is. This is really nice. I like this one. I mean, I like this. This was the layout that I didn't think I would like, that I actually do like.
Check out the colour scheme. Right, show us all that storage space.
Heaps of storage.
Looks like you could...
you can't even fill this up. Cassie's right.
This is a couple's van.
We just have outside camp lights. Kitty stuff.
Okay.
Champagne bucket.
It's just a whole lot. So they're about 35 centimetres deep, I guess, and about 45 high.
I'll just leave a couple open. This one's even empty.
Oh, okay.
And then we just have the important stuff over here. Craig's really important stuff.
That's all right.
Toaster, jaffle,
Toaster,
kettle.
jaffle
Coffee
kettle.
machine is out on the bench at the moment. This is where that would be, but it's all labelled so you can see where it all goes.
You know what I'd like here? I think every time you open up these cupboards, close those ones, every time you open up these cupboards, it seems dark. So why can't we have a little lighting, you know? That looks pretty light, but some of these other ones here, like this is in the corner, it's a bit dark in there. So I recommend to these manufacturers opening the door and it's just got a sensor light and on it comes. I guess that's another light that could fail. What are those lights around the back of you there? So there's
just reading lights or
there's lights in the, what's that called, the lounge area?
Yeah.
Where's that switch?
This is the club lounge. It's just underneath it.
Little personal lights, are they? Sitting around the table. Blue and then white. So there's 4 of those around here.
Yeah, both over the shoulders and then in the centre. And this drops down and can convert into a bed, which Craig wants to do right now. So.
Yeah, you check out this table. This is one of the best tables I've seen. Right, so it's right in the centre. You can see there, see how it's got these curves around it, so you're not catching yourself as you walk by or trying to get into the club lounge area. But I found something else amazing today. Here, look what's happened. So you can actually look at the room in there. That's just amazing. I could lie down there, watch the TV. Yeah, but look at the table. The table can go all the way around anywhere you like, and you can put it like right over. Say you want it out of the road. I think I had it this way before. Over here. Oh yes, look at that. Look, it's almost like it's gone, and then we could be here. Yeah, this is plenty of room.
Big boys area.
Oh, I'm just amazed at how much room there is in this end of the van. I guess that's why you've got a 22-foot van, so for a couple it is that extra length, and it provides you with either this kind of luxury, or you see those other vans with a toilet and ensuite down this end of the van.
Yes.
You know, a real big spacious area with laundry and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I really like this.
Craig's feet there. What do we have here? We have the diesel heater outlet.
Diesel heater. There's some power points over there.
USB and the double power point.
They run
2
off
USBs.
They run off a small inverter. Might only be 80 or 100 watt inverter, but it's certainly enough to charge up your laptops and do things like that. But yeah, I reckon this is amazing. And this space in here,
I'm gonna just
but there's enough room. Like you can be working here, someone else can be over here, and you're not running into each other all day. Yeah, so this is probably, apart from the first one we had out, Lotus, all those months ago.
Yeah, we watched it back actually.
Similar style. I think that these vans may well be made in a very similar factory, I think, but this is spectacular. So let me just touch these lights here. What's it? Lounge lights, so they all just go off together, on and off, and then we've got kitchen lights, on and off. Oh, that's good. Well done. Show me around this kitchen here now.
Well,
so what have we got here?
Kitchen. So we have again 2 overhead cupboards. Oh, that's your brain box over there.
Yep.
This is just all coffee, tea, mugs, everything in there.
Okay.
No incidentals, not overpacked. Electric, 3, griller, oven, underneath cupboard. They've got about 4 of those in here. All these bottom cupboards are all like this. So if you've got a,
One thing here I just want to point out. See how the edges of these openings are round, and they've got a plastic like protection bead around it. All the drawers are the same. They've got this here. So it's just an extra added quality of finish. Normally you see them and they're just square. Not that that's a be all and end all. And then they've got the soft close mechanism. These are all deep, aren't they?
Yeah.
Saucepans.
They're all really deep.
Soft close, I like that. And over this side.
Over this side, so what the owners have done, the original owners or designers of this van, they took out the washing machine and they replaced it. They decided storage was king.
And that's just where dirty clothes.
No, storage and space was king. That was to them.
Right, yep.
And they've replaced it with another 3 massive drawers on this side, which is just
so deep
amazing.
They are, though. They're like, they're deep.
The storage is outstanding in this van. It's just really amazing.
Yeah, you'd be able to fill that up with your
I'd love it.
Additional things.
Love everything. Look. And that, again, is just another food drawer.
Cool. What's
we
up
come
here?
up
TV.
here.
No, talk about the TV first.
We
I
have
like
a
the
TV,
TV.
recessed TV.
So that TV, that swings all the way out, so you can be watching that on your club lounge, can't you? Yeah.
Yep. There's another 2 power points here.
That's good.
So you've got like what, 2 in the
So
club.
plenty of power points.
You've got 2 in the lounge, 2 over here, 2 over here, and you've got another 2 in here. And then you've got a USB, whatever that is.
So if you wanted to
Well,
set
that's
up a little
connected to.
station for putting all your phones or charging up your GoPro or whatever other devices you had, that looks like a nice cupboard space, doesn't it? What's in there? Nothing.
That's just a plastic. It's just a container to store plastic in it, but that's basically, as
As you
I
can
said,
see.
well, Cassie can't fill it all up. Like, there's enough cupboards here. This is just for keys or whatever. That's where they put the keys, which is a really good
Show
one.
me that again. I didn't even see that. All right, that's pretty convenient. That's a good use of that space, isn't it? I
Yep.
guess you can hide all sorts of secret things in there. Yep. What's down here?
We have a garbage bin here.
Small.
It's small because that's the wheel arch in there. So, and it's
You know
good.
what I found?
It's convenient.
I
though.
found using that garbage bin though that I was folding things up really carefully and tightly, and that garbage bin lasted 3 or 4 days without even having to change it. Then you got some more room under here.
Yeah, you just got like washing stuff, cleaning, washing.
The big thing too,
Cloths.
there's not all these pipes and everything under the sink.
I can't see any of them.
So wherever they've hidden those, they've done a great job. They must be in behind these cupboards.
They must be behind this cupboard, I'd say.
Yeah, it's good. And there's some more drawers down there, isn't
And
there?
over here, these are small drawers, and these are all empty because they're
Oh,
the
okay.
original ones of these.
Good.
So this was supposed to be washing machine. This is supposed to be utensils. And
So you've
these
got
are
4 drawers there
all
that-
of them.
Okay, well, you can
Soft
stack that
clothes.
up, couldn't you? Okay, what's up here then? So we've got plenty of room here on this side wall. Yeah, that's just a glass or plastic splashback. It's got some knives over there. Just a mounted little rack here for paper towels. It's all good. Are there any lights under there? What goes on under there? Oh, that's one of those touch lights, isn't it?
Yeah, which I just touched on.
Oh,
So
cool.
under
That's
here,
good.
you have a nice window. It's not a big window in terms of window space, but it is practical. You can still put things in and out of the window and
Still
serve
pass my
outside.
beer out there. That's good.
Plus, the door can be secured onto the van and the window can be open because the door,
Yeah.
the outside door is open right now. The window is open to maximum. The fly screen is there. This is sort of reset this new sort of trendy island type thing, which gives you more space at the back to put things like.
Is that why?
like this.
That's why there's more space here between one side and the
Yeah.
other, is there?
That's where the
'Cause
space
that's-
is.
That's yeah.
The
pretty
storage in this van is
impressive.
insane. Whoever designed it, they just wanted storage. So over here, you
Yeah.
have your
Oh.
full-length pantry.
What is this? A pantry?
Full-length pantry.
Oh,
Two
I tell you what,
slide
you
outs.
need a pantry, don't you?
Oh, it's just, this is gold. This is really gold.
Nothing worse than those cupboards where everything just gets shoved to the back.
And that's just 2 shelves, so that's just...
That could be
again,
another
wheel arch.
slide-out pantry down there too, couldn't it? If
Yeah.
You wanted it to be.
Oh, well, that's a wheel arch at the bottom, so you probably put potatoes, onions, whatever, stuff that you didn't want
Something could
or
go in there.
frequent in there. But again, you just close those up.
Plenty of space. And it's got a range hood here.
Yep.
This is the same as, I've seen this in other vans. It's not the quietest thing of all time. It's got a light. You can hear that in the background. Now I think, here we go, we'll turn it down. Right, yeah, so just turn it on. That's at its lowest setting now. Not too inconvenient. So you just have this up, cook your food, it gets sucked out the side. One thing I did notice this morning, after we had some steak last night,
Yeah.
which we did cook in here because it was raining.
And it was late.
The next morning when I got up and I opened this cupboard here, you can understand why people are a bit careful about what they cook inside their caravan. Because when I opened this cupboard, it had that like fatty smell about it.
Like just cooked steak smell.
Yeah, cooked steak. 2 days ago, cooked steak smell.
Yeah.
But anyway, that cleared pretty quickly. And in the electrical department up here, okay, so we've got a projector charger. Let me just turn this off.
So people can hear it.
Yeah. So we've got this projector monitoring system here. That's actually what the inverter runs through, and it gives you a little report about what's going on. How many volts, how many watts are being drawn, what the load is, on or off for the inverter. So that little projector inverter, 80, 100 watts or whatever it is, It works fine for charging up our equipment. Yeah. And then we have a red arc battery management system. So these batteries are outside underneath the van, which you've either seen already or you're going to see on the outside tour. They're in 2 boxes out there. It's got its own DC to DC charger and AC to DC charger. So all that's controlled through here. So that's some quality equipment. Then we've got the air conditioning, hot water, water pump. The hot water can run on gas as well. So if you're off grid at all or you just want to run it on the gas, you can. And then we've got the 2 95-litre water tanks and the 1 grey water tank in here. So pretty much that's the whole brain box of what's going on inside the van. So we've had no issue at all. We've been on power and off power. Solar's adequate to charge up and maintain those batteries. Then we've got the fusion radio.
This has worked the best out of all of the vans we've reviewed. This system has been seamless.
Yeah. We've had other vans with fusion in it.
Yeah.
But this one seems to, you have issues connecting here and there and whatever. This one here, you just come back to the van, you turn it on, and next thing the music's playing, isn't it?
Yeah, we just put the 12-volt on and just connected to my phone immediately, which was, none of the others did that. It was always go back to point 1.
A couple of important things in here. Look, see how there's just a few design features that you don't see in all the vans. So it's just strict up, if you can see that. Nice curved bit of architecture there. Just adds to the quality look of the whole thing and the feel. We're all about what things feel like, aren't we?
Well, I am. I particularly like the feel of this van. I
it
like
is good.
the feel.
Dometic air conditioner, reverse cycle, that's fine.
We've had that on. It's working great because it's been hot.
Triple treat.
First few days. My absolutely favourite fridge out of all the vans we reviewed, the Dometic brand, is by far the best performing fridge we've ever had. Completely 100% reliable. I love the fact that it's off the ground. It's got one of those just like little cupboards, same as there. I'm not going to bore you with that. There's nothing in there. This is the fridge, which is really frozen.
Yeah, well, that's the freezer.
Freezer, sorry. And this is a fridge. Oh, choose place really.
Yeah, plenty. This is just like a fridge you'd have at home. And it is a couple's van, don't forget. You can invite someone over or keep your grandkids in the front bit. But this fridge is just next level.
It just works seamlessly. It's just beautiful. I think it's the brand. I think the brand, the age of the van, it's not very old.
It's like 18 months old, this van. So
excellent.
That Dometic fridge, look, compared to all the other brands we've seen the Thetford, the Bushman,
and
a couple of other ones, and the Dometic one just seems to, it's got minimal controls here. You push the button, the lights come on, you can turn it up and down, right? Yeah. That's pretty much it. So you're into this black thing.
I do like this, but you can see it here, and you will see it on this cupboard and this cupboard. These are the cupboards that you're going to frequently, so rubbish over here.
So what are you saying?
Food over here. You can see the marks, so you touch
You probably can't see it on the video, but...
I don't know, but you can if you get on the angle, so it's there and there. And I've sort of drip water down there, so I'll be cleaning these. And
what about on the fridge? So yeah, you get the marks here all the time. So you'd be wiping this over every morning. So if you don't want to be doing that, you might think about having them white.
Well, I'm not getting it every morning. Why am I doing it every morning?
Well, you like the black.
But why am I doing it every morning?
Because you like the black.
You touch the hair, you get up and fumble around and want your milk for your coffee. You can clean too, you're not incapable.
Yeah, I know, but if I clean, it'll be too clean.
Yeah, okay. No,
right?
Give me a break.
It'll be too clean, then you'll be whinging about it being too clean.
Oh, where's the cleaning cloth?
Okay.
Oh, where's the cleaning
look up here on the microwave. Yeah. See, you get the grimy. Hello. You get the grimy. Look, it's just like owning a black car or a dark coloured car.
Oh, I love black cars.
It's the same deal. So, but when you come in here, it is, what did you say?
Dark and moody.
Dark and moody, see? Yeah, just perfect for you. Dark and moody.
Well, if someone else actually could clean the equipment that was actually in the van, it would be a good day.
This is, it just feels like luxury. Like all of the finishes, everything opens and closes correctly.
Soft close, everything's beautiful. It's just, and the storage
I like here, see around here, phenomenal. You see these little seams? This little rubber beading that goes around there. There's very limited, if not any, Celastic anyway. It's all just nice joins. That gives flexibility. So I know that Celastic might stop stuff going down there over time, but this little rubber connection, it's just all finished beautifully. There's not even any, like all the plastics line up properly, So Must have been a very good tradesman making this particular van, or an excellent apprentice. Tell me about this door. Okay.
Oh, okay. So this is a bit of a... I do think this is
Just
the
tell me
downfall
about the door.
of the van. I don't think this is a downfall. The concertina door, very lightweight.
Good. Close that.
Closes.
Beautiful.
Magnetic. Excellent.
So adults should be able to manage that without breaking it.
Yeah, it does sort of want to... You've got to use a bit of
Very
pressure
easy.
to undo it. And it comes back.
That
The
looks
problem
nice.
I have with this is there is only one. They have done away with the sliding door and on this side. So whether that was a design feature of the original owners that they didn't want it,
What do you mean?
there is
Oh, so there's no
door over here. So,
Well, what do you want to do it there for?
well, it's an issue. I'm sorry, it is.
With who?
Because if you want to have a shower and you want to get dressed, all your clothes are here. Both these windows are open.
Yeah, well,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
you just pull
it's
the
not
screen
good
up on
enough.
the windows.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
You pull the screen up.
I just think it was a design
Oh, look,
flaw.
I'm sure.
And they overlooked it, and I don't know.
I'm sure the way these are put in here, I'm sure that that could be something on your Christmas
I'm
list.
sure that this
quite
could be
comfortably.
have another one added in there. And you know what? They're lightweight. A lot of the vans we've had have had the door. Maybe it saves 10 kilos and 10 kilos off the door, and you get more 10
May well
kilos
do.
more beer for you.
Okay, now in this bathroom, so this is in the middle of the van, pretty much, isn't
Yeah,
it?
so it's very similar. So
It's right over the wheels, Nelly, or just behind. Towards, no, it's probably
the
right
wheels
over
are
the
there.
wheels.
The wheels are in
Okay,
here.
what I really like in this bathroom, see this toilet.
It's ceramic.
Now, Thetford do a lot of these toilets, so
That's
this
ceramic
Dometic.
there. And
But-
this is ceramic.
Yeah, just lift the lid up on the toilet.
Oh, great. Everyone wants
Yeah.
to see the toilet.
Well, that's all right. Well, you know, maybe people don't know how the toilet works.
Hmm.
But see how it's wide here? It's wide across there. So if your ass is getting bigger,
Poor people watching this. God, I feel for them.
well, I like it because when I sit there, I feel like I'm not going to fall off it.
All right.
Yeah. Or it's
So
not
after you've had a few
or
beers,
it's-
you're fine.
or it's not going to collapse underneath me.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, it is.
That's ceramic.
Ceramic there. It's a couple of plastic
Plastic.
bits. And it's just got this lever. So, you know, you pull the lever over,
That opens
do
up.
your business, flush it. Just got a little flush. Beautiful. Close it. This handle, very easy. Some of them you've got to reef around and do different things with. And it's got the lights that come on here if you're, you know, if you filled it up too early.
Okay, so we have two overhead cupboards over here.
Good.
Just basic stuff, just small like
So
recess
there's
cupboards.
toiletries and stuff
Yep.
like that in there.
What
What about the mirrors? You always go on about
Yeah,
the
hang
mirrors.
on. We have your fan.
All right.
It's just
Standard
on
fan.
off.
So this is the
Standard.
basic version of the roof
Yeah.
fan. Like a lot of the time you see them with the blue lights around and the white
LED
lights and the
lights,
LED. Those LED things, they end up failing over time. But so just be wary of that. But you have a look here. That's just sucking all the air out, which is fine. So
Yep.
some of them have a two-way fan, but you know, I think a one-way fan is fine. So you got this mirror here.
We have another PowerPoint bathroom light switch.
Talk to me about the mirror.
We have a small mirror here, and we have a
Yeah, but you like
large...
the mirrors here though, don't you?
Yes, well, you can see, and I can see. So
You usually
it's my
complain that
leg.
they're too low. You
Well,
can't.
because when this is over here
Yeah.
and the toilet's over there, you've got to sit on the toilet to look in the mirror. But
So that's good.
now they move in this. Well, now they've
What else
moved
is
on.
here? What's this red thing? What's that?
Oh, that's just a towel thing.
What do you do with that? Show me.
It's a,
I
no, I'm
need a
not
demo.
putting that on. It's a turban.
No, put it on- what?
No,
Give me a look.
no, you're not putting.
What's that
it-
do?
Can you just get
That
back
looks
to
like
the
a
van
flag or
review,
something.
right? Just get back to what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay. So we've got in
Stop
here.
getting distracted.
Nice black finish ceramic.
Yeah, we've got black pack in here,
Beautiful.
but not all the way through.
Got a cupboard down there to store more
Cupboard.
stuff in. Yeah. And again,
That's the wheel arch.
all
there.
the water and the
Pipes.
pipes, they're just not in the way,
Hmm.
which is a great thing. Oh, and again, look, see that finish around there? Just beautiful. Just an extra little feature.
Right.
Is it?
Yeah. This is
Ooh.
another pantry. It's exactly the same size.
It's like a pantry.
It's like another pantry
In the bathroom
or
area?
storage in
What's
the
that for?
bathroom area. Well, we just use it to put.
And it's very long too, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
nearly probably 800 mil.
Well, all the
from here to the
tripods
side of
and
the
silver
van.
sticks and that are all fitting in there without taking them apart, which is amazing.
I don't know. Look at this. This looks like a container fest to me.
No, it's
You're
fine.
just chucking stuff in here. How do you see what's up the back?
Well, I know what's up there because I put it in there.
Oh.
Right, it's called memory.
Okay, so that's a storage unit
Yeah,
that the
this is
people that
excellent.
have bought this van the first time around they've obviously thought that's a great thing. Now, what about this big mirror?
Then they've got a full-length mirror here as
what
the
happens
bathroom
there?
door. Well, when you're sitting on the toilet...
Oh, you get to check yourself out. Look at that.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Well, most people aren't going to like to look at themselves on the toilet, but anyway.
Admiring their beauty.
No. No, sorry.
What?
It's a no from me, but it's a great full-length mirror. Love the full-length mirror.
We always talk about wanting to have a big mirror.
Yep. So I can see what you look like. Okay. So this has a slide bolt.
Yep. All
opens
standard.
Up. Black pack.
Again, my favourite thing, it's a single unit. Right, so everything is sealed. The door jamb is a fair way. It's about 25-30 mil off the ground.
Which allows you to put a plug in there. So if you had a young toddler that was sleeping out there, then you can use that as a bath. Ah. So that's a bath. That's what that is.
Only I can fit in a bath there.
Oh, God,
and it's got the blackout.
It's got the black pack.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's got these fusion lock devices. You can plug them on anywhere in the wall.
Yep.
Make some room. Again, it's got the standard extraction fan. That's all pretty good. Now, what about the size of that, given that you've got this new storage room?
Yeah, it is a little bit. This does get into your back. I mean,
right, you'd move that.
You can move it out of the way. Not the easiest thing to do, but you can move it out of the way. But this probably doesn't extend.
Well, you take that off, don't you?
Yeah.
It's on a rope.
So you can do that, but it is smaller. So you have compromised. You've gained this in storage, but you compromised the size of the shower or the depth of the shower. But look, I think this extra space is gold.
So I had a shower in there, and I thought, for the purpose of having a shower, it's fine. You know, if you want to have a party in there, it's not happening. But for the purpose of get in there, have a shower, no problem at all. Really well sealed around the roof. This bathroom light switch too. It's a two-way switch, so you can operate that too from the centre of the bedroom in there, just above the people's heads where they're sleeping. So in this area here. This is, one thing I noticed straight away is I can move around the bed. So I'm on this side, right?
There is a special thing in this van.
TV.
We have a...
What's that?
This is actually a heated tool rail.
Oh, show us that.
Towel rail. Right
tool
here.
rail? What do you mean?
Towel rail, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a heated towel rail, look.
That's good. I wonder how that's heated. Is that electric?
No.
Must be. We haven't had it on.
Here it is here.
Yeah, just plug it in. Ooh,
put it
it's
on,
got a special switch.
Yeah.
Let's turn that on for a while and we'll make sure it does work.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this bedding area, look, you've got the blue light and the white light thing happening again. Everyone's in this blue stuff. Anyway, blue and white, light both sides. Lights up here at the roof. You've got the typical vent here where you can open up. It's got two settings.
And it has another fusion speaker here as well.
Speakers all through. Let's have a look in here. So that's fairly deep.
And shelves.
Yeah. You know, down in here, there's a little gap, right? And there's some power points, USB plugs. In a lot of these vans, they don't have this floor area here in this top shelf. So you've got to reach all the way down there. And all your cables get tangled up in stuff. So I think this is quite a good design. And I'd imagine too, you could probably take that shelf out if you wanted to have some hanging space. But I think most people in a caravan aren't used to having any hanging space. And some drawers above. That's nice. Everything works, which is just spectacular.
Two side pockets on either side, so it's got those side pockets there.
Sirocco fans as well. Yeah, they're all good. I like this area. And I think the bed...
It's even got curtains. They've even put curtains and pelments on it. Like,
give us a go at the curtains, what happens?
Well, the cart's right over there.
Well, you get around there, you reckon it's easy to get around?
Oh, it has to be the wrong one, doesn't it?
You just pull those down. Oh, okay, that's enough. That's enough. They're very nice. They work quite easily.
I'm not a real fan of all the curtains and pelmets. Just something extra for me. I just prefer the fly screen and the blind.
But it looks good. Looks classy. Two Sirocco fans, one on each side, plus the TV. Plenty of these hooks all around the place. Extra pouches to put stuff in. Yep. What else have we got in here? There's a drawer each side of the bed. You've got the underbed storage. I think we'll just lift this up for a second. Have a look under here. So these are on struts. So you've got probably two very big suitcase areas worth of storage under here. Yeah, so not too bad. You lose the bit up the front because of the tunnel boot underneath, but having said all that, look, this is just fantastic.
Look, it's already working.
Oh yeah, it is hot. So a towel raft. That's just fascinating. I don't even know. So if you like a nice warm towel before you have your shower, you know, and the waiter's not around.
That is like luxury.
The butler's not here for you.
Yeah, well, that's not here.
You can do it yourself.
That is so nice.
Okay.
Better turn that off.
Just turn that off up here. Good. Anyway, the key thing about this bed, this is the first van we've been in where I'm 6'2", I can lay all the way along there with my head up there and my feet aren't coming off the end of the bed. So I think this is a queen size width, but it has the little extension bit of mattress that folds over up the top there. I think that's a great thing. All the normal big windows either side. It's got the normal midgy mesh up, down, yeah, pull those up. That's all fantastic. So this dark and moody thing, it just needs a bit more cleaning. That's what you're saying. Because every time you touch your hands anywhere, you're going to get some marks on them.
Yep.
And you don't see that quite as obviously when you've got the lighter coloured vans, but I think I could compromise for that. I'll even wipe the fridge door every day in the night run.
Yay, I've got that on YouTube. Yes, thank you. I'm going to replay that repeatedly.
Take me like 3 seconds.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know what the big deal is about this cleaning business.
Alrighty.
I think it becomes a big deal when you
comments on that.
I think it's a big deal when you leave it for 2 weeks and then you want to clean. So you've had a look inside. Just quickly, what do you think? This is like semi-off-road. So that to me means, you know, no serious four-wheel drive or probably beach going. But
yeah, probably not.
I don't know, because it doesn't have that sort of major clearance. But you should be able to take it over any type of dirt road and international parks, that kind of thing. 22 foot is quite a longer van. So as long as you know what you're doing and you can manoeuvre yourself around.
Yeah, I did nearly get run over filming the van coming down the hill, by the way, guys.
Anyway, it looks good. So it's
off-road. Anyway, that's okay.
It's off-road. You got to stay over the road.
Oh, well, you're the one that was cutting the corner, not me.
Yeah.
I was filming, and then all of a sudden the van was in my face. It's a bit of a funny thing.
With these bigger vans too, this awning, the awning is massive. It's nearly the entire length of the van.
Oh.
We've got all the wind devices connected and the strips through the middle.
All the
anti-flap kit, right? Anti-flap kit, get that right. Very good. Works a treat. It's got the outside white lights. Push another little button 2 times, goes orange. It's very good. We're excited about this van, so.
Yeah, this is the layout I particularly like, which I didn't think I would like, but I do like. And it just has space, and space in a caravan to me is at a premium. And the next big thing is storage.
Storage for all your shoes.
Yeah, for everything I want to bring.
Shoes, what else?
Clothes.
Hairdryer.
Hairdryer, which I haven't obviously used because I'm letting it dry naturally right now.
Natural look.
Ugh.
I use the hairdryer quite a lot.
Oh yeah, you don't. Okay, no one wants to hear about that.
So let's have a quick look on the outside now. So we've got 2 toolboxes on the front, 2 9-kilo gas bottles, a great work light. This extra mesh here, this stone guard, seems a little bit more bulletproof than normal. And most importantly, a black jack. So these are the jacks, you just turn them on. I'll show you. Turn them on, up or down. Great stuff, mate. Easy to get on and off your car. If you have a look on here, but you can always check to see whether your van is level and balanced. Yeah. So pretty good. I just love these things because, as you know from previous video reviews of caravans, these jockey wheels on the front, they just do nothing for anyone. So we've got 2 good toolboxes. This one here's got the barbecue in it. I'll just show you what it looks like around here. So both sides are the same. Got a nice slide out. So the other one's got the barbecue on it. This one here you could have a generator or anything at all that you like. Whatever tickles your fancy. Pretty good. D35 hitch. It's all pretty standard. This van's got the Alco brake control unit, so if there's any sway at all, it detects that and applies the brakes just a little bit here, a little bit there, in case you get a sway up. But we haven't really experienced that. But it's on, works fine, standard handbrake. Everything's pretty normal up the front. I think this one here may well have an extended drawbar because of all this equipment it's got on the front here. These are fairly wide. They'd have to be a good 40 centimetres. 40, maybe 50 high, something like that. This extra aluminium up here checker plate, it's probably 900 to a metre tall, so it's got a lot of protection here from the stone chips, that kind of stuff. So just coming around the side, you can see the nice smooth finish all the way down. This is about 600mm checker plate, so it gives you a little bit of protection from what's going on around the place. If you're in the bush or a national park, you're probably going to get a few little scrapes down here. As you can see, over time there's probably a couple along here. You can polish them out of the windows and the sides typically. Let's have a look here at this tunnel boot. There's two tunnel boot on this van. One at the front, really big wide one. You can see all the way through. Interestingly here, when you have a look, I haven't got the door open on the other side, but when you have a look in under there, there's plenty of space, and what goes in here are chairs and tables and all that other extra kind of equipment that you might be needing, hoses, that kind of stuff. There is one light here, and I don't know why this is, but there's only one light on this side. So this is the road side. So you'd think it'd be handy if there was a light in the other side too. I would think so. There is an overhead light on the other side, where which sort of goes over the top of the barbecue, but I don't think it's going to be lighting up this tunnel boot, so I'd like to see a light either end. Very sturdy, pretty good. All these hatches are the normal Thetford ones, rubber seals. You can see here that some dust and grime does get past there, but it's certainly not in the tunnel boot, but it's all around the sort of openings and closures. We see here regularly on these vans. This one here that says no weight on the hinges, so they're likely to go a lot further before they're going to break. Anyway, that's quite nice. Nice little stabilizer bars. These little plastic plates are handy. I think these might be tread ones. So there's 4 of these, you just whack them down. Just makes it a lot more stable. That's good. Big windows. These are the ones that just come out and click. They've got 3 or 4 different levels, as opposed to the ones where you screw things up. So I don't mind these ones, as long as you get them out of your road so you don't hit your head when you're walking by. Another little window there. That's above the toilet inside. Got some sail track right along the top there, so you can attach an additional awning. Sometimes you set up and this side of the van might be to the sun. You might want to set up some other little sail out here so it gives some protection. Okay, toilet, standard pull out, roll along, Thetford toilet. It's got 2 water tanks either side of the axles. So there's one here and one there. They're 95 litre water tanks. There's also a grey water tank under the front, which is good. These are the 2 vents for the fridge. These Dometic fridges, they're just, I think they're the best ones we've ever had. Any van with a Dometic in it is fantastic. Another window here. This is over the kitchen, so you can see there. Just pull them all the way up and they go down, or you just click. 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks. They're all fine. Nice rubber seals. You can see on every window, as opposed to the hatches, the tunnel boot, nothing has been getting past any of these windows inside there, so that's a good thing. Standard power point, plug in, 15 amp plug into the power supply at the caravan park, campground, wherever you might be, or you can plug your generator in here. A couple of fuses there. This is the external shower, so we can have a quick look in here. Oh, look out.
No, you squirt me like you usually do.
Oh, turn on. Now, come over here. I've got used to these now.
Yeah, because every time I get close
if you
to
remember,
them, I get
if you remember,
squirted.
look here. So, I don't know what's going on. Right. So on, off. And then this one, on, off, the other way. Still no one has told me why this is, but they're on every van. So you're out there, sooner or later. Look, I think there's been well over like 100,000 people looking at these various van reviews, and no one has commented yet about why these taps turn the different ways. So I'm convinced no one knows. But having an external shower is fantastic, isn't it?
Could be just the way it is.
Could be the way it is. This is the way. This is the way. Who watches The Mandalorian? Yes, this must be the way for that fridge. This is the hot water system that stores the hot water. So I don't know whether this is 17, 24, 28 litres, something like that. And as soon as you turn the tap on, you've got some hot water. You can get the gas units that are instant. I don't know, a lot of people like instant. I'm more inclined to have this hot water ready to go. Then you're not really wasting any hot water while it runs through and gets hot. Here's the back tunnel boot. Have a look in here. So this goes all the way through. Check this out. It's got some Red Arc gear in there. Good charging system. Diesel heater. All the way through. You will find here that under a bed inside there is storage, but these lift up as well. So you can have some additional storage in here.
And you can access it from the inside. Yeah,
and you can access that from the inside. So around the back looks very nice actually. I think it's one of the more appealing rears of Caravans. So we've got some nice LED lights. This here is a solid metal tank. It's a diesel tank for the diesel heater. I like this in the sense that it's easily accessible. Nice sturdy rear bar, spare wheel on the back. This only has one spare wheel, which is a little unusual in the sense that you've got 4 wheels and only one spare, but from all of our experiences, not having flats or punctures or blowouts very often at all, you probably do only need one spare. If I was going on around Australia, maybe 2 spares. It's got a nice little storage unit in here. I'd imagine you can put some wood down in there, that kind of stuff. 2 jerry cans. A couple of jerry can holders here. These are quite nice. Nice open back flap, shady. You can open that window. Up the back, safety Dave camera. Coming around this side. Just have a look at this awning here. This is nearly the full length of the van. Yeah, a lot of the time you'll find an awning that just stops just past the door here, or doesn't go all the way to the front. This goes all the way to the front, which is sensational. It's got 3 bracing straps across the front, and then it's got these anti-flap devices here, which are really a great thing. We've been staying here in the rain and the weather and the wind, and this awning is just not going anywhere. You can also, if these are in the road, you can just unclip these and put them down to the ground. So that's good. This is the other side of that storage boot. So it starts very thin over there, then it gets thick here, so you can put some bigger items in. Yeah, nothing much to see in there. Oh, I don't mind it. Good, nice door. We'll get to this door when we're going. So good solid grab handle. This door here, just unclip. It's pretty bulletproof actually.
Very sturdy door.
It's like that midgy mesh, but that's solid metal. And again here you can see the kinds of little, because of this vent here. Yeah, so if you were travelling and on bull dust and whatnot, that's why people cover these vents up, I guess, because you can see just the dust gets in through there. Nothing catastrophic at all, but just for normal touring. Sorry? Some
contact, clear contact.
Yeah, something like that. Just for normal touring, this is great. It's got a nice little latch here. You can put up the back, clip on, keep the door open.
And you can have the door and the window open at the same time.
Yeah, you can. Very important. Some of these vans, when you open the door, you can't quite fully extend the window, which is a bit of an issue.
Or you can't even have it open in some of them.
Yeah. Anyway, this one's good. Plenty of clearance between the window and the door. I might add though that this is not a super wide window for the kitchen. So you can pass some stuff through out here, but generally speaking it's pretty standard sort of size. It's got the extra support up there for the awning. I think they're a must-have for these long awnings, otherwise there's too much flapping around of the awning as you're driving along. It's got the external entertainment unit here. Just bring the TV from inside, clip it on there. It's got its little bracket, it comes out, supplied by 12 volt power. It's got some 240 volt power out here too, plus a control for the sound system. So that's all great. I think, look at this. This is our Starlink modem. That'd probably fit in there, wouldn't it? I think so. You got all these cables. Anyway, that doesn't matter. External speakers. So these are marine grade fusion speakers. The thing we've noticed about this last night when we had it on, no vibration on the sidewalls of the Caravan. I have to say too that these speakers are a lot lower than some of the other Caravans where they place them up high. So whether that's got something to do with it, extra support down that end, I don't know, but you could crank it up, turn the bass up, all that stuff, and there were no vibrations whatsoever. We've got our external table here, just a simple table. Got to watch with these that you unclip it first, push it up. So yeah, trick for young players. Under that sign there. So I'm struggling with this to get it open because that's the way you normally open all these doors. You see here, you put your finger up the top. But this has a little catch. Just pull it down. That's nice. I like these tables. They're quite convenient, aren't they? They always get a bit dirty because they're outside, so can't do much about them. 240 volt external outlet. We're powering up the Starlink with that, so that's a good thing. And down here's the other side of this tunnel bit. So again, so there's no light in this side, so I don't know what that's all about.
And here's a light though up there, see?
But yeah, you can see, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. That's not going to be enough light for me to see halfway down there.
Yeah, probably not.
But anyway, that's the way
we'll
it goes.
Test it out later.
Pretty good, pretty good. So that's about it. Here's the barbecue again. Again, slide it out. It's got the extra long gas bayonet which you can plug in under the van there, just right there. Away you go. The external part of the van, in summary, just presents very well. Nice and tidy. The decals aren't over the top. This is a dirt road extreme. So it is semi-off-road, which means, you know, national park tracks, that kind of stuff. Getting into campgrounds like we're here, you know, just going down hills that have a reasonable sort of road. The departure angles and entry angles with this van being 22 foot or over, look, the back's going to have a little bit of an issue sometimes if you get in a little deeper rough or a whoop-de-doo. You know, in the national parks they put all those little ups and downs when you're going down the side of the hill coming up. I'd expect that bottom, the back bit, would get very close to the road. So it's got 16-inch rims, nice mag alloy rims. Have a look at these. They've got some all-terrain tyres on them, about 245 wide, 75 by 16. So these are, I think this has got the 12-inch brake system and the, is it the Alco? Alco. They've got the independent trailing arm suspension. We'll have a quick look under there in a minute. But that seems to be really well set up for just semi-off-road type of activity. The lighting's fine. There's 3 lights on the outside. They turn orange and white. So they're good. I think all around this is a nice wide area. It's got to be a couple of metres wide, I reckon, Nelly. If you connect the privacy screens up here, and with this anti-flap kit that goes on the end, keep everything nice and secure. If you connect one up there and then one right along and one up the other end, you've got a really big outdoor entertaining space here that's quite secure and private. So if you're bringing up a couple of people that had swags or a little tent, or you wanted to set up your outdoor, you know, smoker here, cooker, whatever you wanted to do, there'd be plenty of room out here. Bring the TV out, all that kind of stuff. So this is a bit of a step up in terms of luxury of van. It just feels very nice. Just have a look at where they've stored the batteries on this van. So come around this side. So this is going to impact the departure angle. So when you've gone over a little hump and it's sunk down on this side to go over the hump, you're going to get things like this happening. See here where it's just caught on something there. These are quite low off the ground. I reckon if they were 30 centimetres off the ground, you'd be lucky. So these are the kinds of things that, I don't know, I'd just be taking these out and putting them in the tunnel pit there, or somewhere else, because there is just an infinite amount of storage inside. Would help. You've got the direct plug in here for the water. You know, if you're at a caravan park, just mains pressure, just plugs straight in there, no problem at all. But yeah, I like it. The capacity of the water tanks, 2 95-litre water tanks, that's pretty good really. We've been here 3 or 4 days and you've had 17 showers.
No, one.
And
I washed my hair.
We still haven't used 1 tank yet. So that's a good thing. Little area up here, it's got an offside light as well. So if you come over in this side in the night time and you want to plug in the power or one of your fuses is blown, you can do that. You can have a look. A couple of solar panels up on the roof. I think the battery power there, it might be 120 amp hour each, a couple of batteries. Could even be up to 150, so they're AGM batteries. And that's like a minimal amount of solar to keep them cranked up. But if you're in the sun all the time, I don't think you'd be having any problems. Yeah. Quick look underneath here. Let's get down here and have a look. So we've got one of the 95-litre water tanks at the back. Yeah, nicely protected by the checker plate. Just remember these checker plate protection, you've got to take them off now and again because you can get some little gremlins in there, little rocks in between the checker plate and the plastic, and they can rub away, particularly if you're going over lots of corrugations. A little bit of coverage on some of these water pipes wouldn't go astray. You can see the nice suspension on that down there. It's got some good cross bracing. Another 95 litres. And then we've got the grey water tank as well. So as you can see, there's not a lot of ground clearance from here to there. It's got to be 35 centimetres, so you'd have to be very careful where you're going off-road or on tracks and whatnot. Should go the distance really. So each trailing arm's got 2 shock absorbers. Yeah, and then they've got the little spring. So you can see it's got the spring on the outside here. Yeah. Spring and the dual shock absorbers. So it looks all quite tidy. This van's done a fair few miles or kilometres. Yeah, you can see where the rocks and stones just come up and chip away here. You can get guards for that, but you know, it just looks a bit ugly, that's all. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Okay. I often think that these vans, there could be a few channels built underneath there that you can run all the electrical cables and all the water cables in. You know, just a nice channel down one side of the van, something like that. I think that would keep it all nice and tidy. So there's a little tip for manufacturers. Maybe that's too hard, I don't know, but certainly be nice and neat and compact and everything in the same place. All nice and sturdy, protected. Yeah. Okay. The feeling of luxury is amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's the feeling of space, and you have so much storage to go with it.
Storage is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like a payload 600-700 kilos or something.
Yeah.
So plenty of stuff that you can bring with you. Now,
that's correct.
So importantly, what do you think? What do you think? You're going to be buying one of those?
I would only buy one if it had the off-road suspension. That's it.
So you need just to get the off-road suspension. They've got one of those, haven't they, JB? What is it?
Well, I think it's their Sting. I don't know if they have it in this model.
The JB Sting.
Yeah.
So that's the big beast of the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, with the airbag suspension and all the rest of it.
I think you can get different length size though.
Yeah, you can get different layouts, and they make them to what people want.
So what this one has here, like this, compared to that JB Gator that we had before, which was a couple's van but single axle, right? So this is the bigger 22 foot, and I got to say, when you walk in, it is just Rolls-Royce luxury. It's quality. Everything is quality. Everything works. There's nothing falling to pieces. All the appliances, great. Brand name. The fridge is spectacular. The bed is long enough. You can get around the bed. The shower, a little bit small, but for having a shower, fine.
I like the extra storage. I think the storage that having the small shower provides it's negatable.
So I think, look, if this was around and it was a fully off-road, even for semi-off-road, like you can go on all sorts of corrugations and bush tracks, you know, normal ones, right? You can go in the national park, but you know, I'm not sure you're taking it to the beach, but you know, because it doesn't have a huge amount of ground clearance. But I'm quite happy with it. I think if I was looking around and this was on the market, maybe I'd be tempted. I reckon. Yeah. Big awning. Lots of toolbox area.
Great length of the van to the awning.
External shower. It's got like everything that you'd be needing.
Yeah.
You know, diesel heater. We could upgrade the electrical system for more off-grid work.
Well, yeah, you go to lithium, but
I think nearly every van now, you know, unless you're buying the very latest, most expensive vans, you take whatever you bought home and then you put some lithium system in with a big inverter and some extra solar panels. I think most people are doing that now, or recommending it, or upgrading their purchase.
Yeah, three things you like.
Three things I like. Well, I like the space between one side of the kitchen and the other.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the length of the bed. I can finally have a proper sleep in a caravan and think that this is good enough. Yeah, used to a king-size bed. It's only queen width, but it's long enough, so I love that. The final thing, I guess, I just feel like it's really cozy. It's like super impressive inside. You just get in there and you feel like, well, this is like an upmarket apartment in the middle of the city, or some luxury apartment complex. That's what it feels like when you get in there. It's got a whole lot of other things that are great about it, but yeah. Anyway, what about you?
The club lounge.
Yeah.
The fridge. And I'd have to put space and storage together in one thing.
Mate, you could get so many shoes in there.
Yeah, I know. I could actually take more shoes.
And what about jackets?
Or even more jackets. I could take, like...
You have more jackets than shoes.
No, I don't.
I'm sure you do. We've got a whole half a house full of jackets.
No.
Yeah, look, mate, it's great.
The only problem is if you're doing a lap, there's one downside. If you wanted to a long term and you're going away for a long time, it doesn't have a washing machine in it. Maybe they thought that they just doing caravan parts when they originally designed it, so that could be a downfall for some.
That could be it.
But is it? I don't know.
Anyway, look, we've had a look around it. We've had this van for a week. Thanks very much again to On Point Caravan Hire, who were kind enough to let us have a look at this JB van. They're always available, nice people. It comes fully decked out with everything that you need. Yeah, like these chairs. Like these chairs,
and remember,
and tables or whatever.
To like, subscribe, comments and feedback below.
That's right. That'd be great. We love interacting with you. We get some great comments. Yeah. There was a guy today. What was his name? Poochie. Shout out to you. He was telling me, he was showing me all the fish he was catching. He thought he'd have to teach me how to fish better. And maybe he does, because we've been landing lots of fish. They've been little ones.
But the trawlers are back in the river too. I have noticed that every morning.
They're just getting the prize.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what they say.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. So Craig and Tracy again. Caravans by the Campfire.